Home to the University of North Florida Ospreys after a heck of a road trip, second toughest schedule in the country to start the season. And now it's Military Appreciation Day here at UNF Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, as the Ospreys take on Weber International. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Martin along with Parker Smith as the Ospreys finally get back home. What a road trip. You know all about those tough games.
Oh, yeah. It seemed like they were on the road for about 2 weeks on the West Coast, and I'm sure they're very glad to be back home and play in front of a home crowd.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at a couple of players to watch. And for the UNF Ospreys, it's Jose Placer. They go as he goes, and that's kind of been the case for a long time under Matthew Driscoll with the point guard position. Yeah,
the point guard pushes the show. They run a lot of drags and quick ball screens through Placer, and he's really going to be a key to the game to get the offense going.
Looked like he got going later on in the road trip rather than earlier on in the road trip, so hopefully he can keep that going. Tion Martin had a big night the other night for Weber International, so we'll keep an eye on number 23 for the Warriors as we get ready to go here at UNF Arena. Take a look at some of the keys to the game here this afternoon. Brent Martin, Parker Smith getting ready for tip-off, and you got to find some consistency on offense, Parker, because that's been a little bit of an issue on this tough road trip.
Yeah, I think shooting on the home floor in front of the home fans, they should shoot with some confidence, and they can help find consistency to get them going through this Christmas break.
And Matthew Driscoll hates live ball turnovers, you know that. And then also their defense has been pretty good. They gave up 98 to UCLA. It's the second-ranked team in the country. But look at the other games, and they defended the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they like to defend the three-point line, run teams off, make them take tough twos, and then they're gonna force you to take tough twos. That's his philosophy.
All right, ready to go here at home, and home sweet home for the Ospreys as we get ready for Thanksgiving week. I mean, it's been unbelievable if you don't know about it already. It was a 5-game, 9-day stretch at Texas Tech, the next day at Texas A&M, Grand Canyon, Arizona State, where they almost stole one there, and then a loss to UCLA the other night out there at Pauley Pavilion. And now they come back home for this one. They'll play Kentucky next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. I mean, it's crazy. Always has been here at UNF Arena, but you got to see it to believe it. And now they're back home here tonight, this afternoon. And the Ospreys getting the tip against Weber International.
Weber showing the 2-3 zone early. UNF's going to have to work the ball around.
And Carter Hendrickson off to a nice start as he gets it going from three-point land.
Weber's going to have to find the shooters. There's a lot of them on this Ospreys team.
This team is always so good from an offensive standpoint. You should take a look at the starting lineup for the UNF Ospreys, brought to you by Performance Orthopedic and Spine. Carter Hendrickson's played a lot of basketball around here, and he is the guy for the Ospreys. But we highlighted Jose Placer as well because he has to get them going. You should take a look at the Weber International lineup. And you can see, by the way, in Weber International, not the starting lineup, is Tion Martin, who had the big night the other night.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see how that works out. I'm sure he'll come into the game very early.
Oh, almost a nice design play to Dorian James. Just couldn't handle the pass from Adedoyin.
It's one of Coach Driscoll's favorite plays against the zone.
Parker, you played some of these guarantee games, these tough games at the start of the season when you played for Matthew Driscoll and UNF. When you come back and play one like this, you have to be a little careful as Weber International gets on the board. Probably to take almost like a complacent sigh of relief that you're not playing somebody that's number 2 in the country, don't you?
Yes. As Carter hits another 3 right there, you come back and you want to, you've been getting whooped up on by these big schools and these big teams, and now you come back home in front of your crowd and you want to do that to another smaller team.
How about Carter Hendrickson? Nice start for the junior, who's actually in his 4th year, but we know how that goes with COVID. Everybody got a year back, and so this is a team that's played some basketball now and been on campus for a bit. Only 2 true freshmen on the roster for UNF. Good pass ahead. Look at the catch.
Good rim run.
Jonathan Abar, nice catch, and way to run the floor.
Great rim runner by him. Good pass by Placer. That's what we're talking about with Placer. He's going to be pushing the ball in transition, getting guys open shots because he's very crafty.
Placer is tremendous, by the way. Transfer from UMBC a couple years ago. Actually had to sit out a transfer year. That doesn't have to happen anymore. And there's Carter Hendrickson on defense. Now Hendrickson on the run. He's going to try a three-pointer again. No good. And a foul on Abar over the back. But Placer, he really makes this engine go, and the point guard always has. If you go back to Dallas Moore and Ivan Gandia-Rosa, Plaisir has been terrific. Second team A-Sun guy a year ago, but he's been a little bit inconsistent at the start of this year, which the entire team kind of has been because of their schedule.
A little early, maybe some little first couple game jitters, but you could really see the drop-off when Plaisir came off the court last year, how the team was unable to really get any good shots and get into sets. So be very curious to see how it works this year if he has foul trouble times.
Well, the Ospreys up 8-2 early. Now good defensive possession, 4 on the shot clock for the Warriors, and good defense on the interior. Here come the Ospreys again on the run. The lob to Abar, tough catch, and he saves it. Now the Ospreys will settle things down. Hendrickson, Adedoyan from the left wing. Looked good from here. It was right in front of us. Just back ribbed it.
Yeah, every player on the court for the Ospreys will shoot the three.
That was pretty easy. Terrence Lakes cash it in for the Warriors.
Yeah, a little sloppy transition defense by the Ospreys there, but if Weber's going to get a lot of threes, there's going to be long rebounds. If they can get out in transition, that'd be one way they can steal some buckets.
Nice extra pass to Adedoyan again. He launches again, and this time he hits.
That was just great ball movement. Made the extra pass. Dorian made the extra pass and got a wide open three.
That's the offensive efficiency we have come to know around here at UNF Arena and watched it for over a decade now for Matthew Driscoll and his coaching staff.
Doesn't hurt when you got 5 guys on the court that have played a lot of minutes together.
Now you got 10 seconds now as the crowd tries to get in the head of Weber International with the shot clock, but it doesn't work as Loro Natana nails the jumper. 3 threes so far in this game for the Ospreys. Now a kick-out pass. Adedoyan will try the right side, and he gets it to go. Adedoyan, Hendrickson with a couple of threes early.
It's really good, patient ball movement. Got it to Dorian in the short corner. Everybody sunk, and the skip pass was wide open.
Adedoyan now playing defense on the other side, doing a nice job. Abar on the interior. He's been active. Got a block, got a hand on it. Here's Plaisir now. Kicks it to Adedoyan. Does he have the hot hand? Yes, he does.
Another one.
What a start for Emmanuel Adedoyan, the sophomore guard out of Orlando, Florida. And he is on fire to start. 2 from the left side, 2 from the right side, 1 from the left side. This is fun Ospreys basketball to watch when they start making threes.
They start getting stops, getting into transition, sharing the ball. They can all shoot it well. The basket's just going to keep getting bigger.
Well, here's what happens, too, as the ball goes out of bounds. 14:43 to go. We'll go to a timeout. We'll talk more about it as the Ospreys are hot to start this afternoon on Military Appreciation Day here in Jacksonville, Florida on ESPN Plus, up 11.
At ViStar, we believe in better, especially in helping build a better financial future for our members. So we've reviewed our offerings from the ground up to let our members keep more of their money. We've lowered or eliminated over half of our fees and enhanced our already competitive rates, saving members more than $1 million this year, in addition to the millions we save them every year. If you believe that saving money is better, join ViStar. We never forget that it's your money.
Weber International's head coach Gabriel Rutledge finds himself down 17-6, sixth season overall at Weber, second as the man in charge, off to a 2-5 start here in 2021. Welcome back to UNF Arena, everybody. The Ospreys off to a hot start, 17-6. They're getting the three-point shot to fall, and Rutledge and the Warriors have to worry about that. Meanwhile, Matthew Driscoll loves it, 13th season here at UNF, and this is what we're accustomed to seeing. Tough road trips to start the year. You come back home and you see the three-point ball drop. Well, nobody better maybe in the history of the program than the guy right next to me, Brent Martineau, Parker Smith. Gotta love to see that three ball going through the net.
Yeah, gotta love it. It's home court. Everybody's comfortable here on the court, and I know how many shots they put up outside of the games here at practice, and Coach Driscoll loves to shoot threes.
Jacob Cruz in the game. He had the ball and now has it again. Young man from Hilliard in his second season with the Ospreys. Placer now kicks it back to Cruz. Chaz Lanier in the game as well. Cruz can shoot the three. And look at on the boards, Parker. Jaden Parker kept it alive for a bit, but the loose ball goes to the Warriors. That's the crazy thing about UNF. That's why it's fun to watch them. You can take an 8-4 game, and then boom, you look up at the scoreboard at 17-6 after Adedoyan hits a couple of threes.
A couple stops, a couple of transition threes, good ball movement, and that's what's so dangerous about the Ospreys. Everybody can shoot it well.
Here's Tion Martin has the ball now, so he is in the game, just didn't get the start after a big night last time out. And really good defense once again for the Ospreys, especially on the interior as the shot clock started to wind down. Hendrickson got bumped, hit the three from the top of the key. So it's Adedoyan with three. It's Hendrickson with three. And the triples are falling early here this afternoon at UNF Arena.
Just rough communication by Weber there. They're going to have a hard time in the 2-3 zone with Placer just getting into the paint and kicking out easy.
A happy homecoming so far for the Ospreys. Been on the road. This 0-5 start. 5 games in 9 days against unbelievable competition. And Hendrickson will get called for the foul. But it is good to be back here at UNF Arena. You said it to start the program today. I mean, sometimes just like to feel good at home, and they're feeling really good with the three-point ball early on.
Yep, and when one guy sees it fall, the next guy gets going, and they're all starting to share the ball. Like I said, everybody can shoot it on this team. That's how Coach Driscoll has recruited shooters, and they can really fill it up.
Well, so far they are 7 of 11 from the field and 6 of 9 from three-point land. And all of them coming from Carter Hendrickson, who has 3, and Emmanuel Adedoyan, who also has 3. And Adedoyan can shoot it. Everybody can shoot it, but Adedoyan's not usually a three-point guy in the first few minutes of the game, so that's a nice start for him.
Yeah. Well, they've just the opportunities has presented themselves. Weber's playing the zone. Ospreys are doing a good job of being patient. And then guys are just stepping into it and knocking down their shot.
Chinachirum Anukenyi was at the line, young man from Nigeria. They call him David. They're at Weber International, and I think for good reason. Probably he made it easier on everybody else.
Just tell everybody, just call me David.
20-7 lead for the Ospreys. Brent Martineau, Parker Smith here on a Saturday afternoon Military Appreciation Day, and that goes down for Gavin Buchanan, young man from Jacksonville. Played at FSCJ. Here's Adedoyan. 15 to go on the shot clock. Cruz has the ball poked away by Buchanan, and now it's stolen away. Hendrickson couldn't keep it. Here's Martin on the left side, no good. And that will be a foul on Tion Martin.
Rough series of possessions there by both teams.
Yeah, both teams. Tough pass from Cruz, got deflected. I don't think Hendrickson had to actually knock it off the defender. I think he was thinking it was about to be a backcourt violation, but I don't think it was going to be a backcourt violation.
It looked like he just dropped the ball. He just dropped the ball on the defender's back. But, yeah, it was clearly tipped. He could have kept playing with the ball, but the Ospreys have to stay patient against the zone and just keep moving the ball, which Weber now goes man-to-man.
Ospreys really struggled on that road trip early on as there's a foul inside on Gabriel Mendez. But they really struggled early on that road trip to Texas Tech, especially Texas A&M, with the turnovers. But they cleaned it up toward the end of the road trip. So keep an eye on the turnovers, and we highlighted, especially if they're going to turn it over, they don't want the live ball turnovers.
That's right, and that comes from long passes, things where guys can get out in the passing lane, and skip balls that have no effort on them.
Now Hendrickson, he's wide open from three, almost too open that time. He wasn't in rhythm. He was just standing still.
Yeah, he didn't step into it like he has the last couple of shots.
And the baseline jumper goes down. And the Warriors are in the double digits, but they trail by 9, 20-11. Here's Parker. Drives to the basket, gets the foul, and the hoop. It'll go to the free throw line as he took advantage of the matchup there with his quickness.
That was just a rip-through, one dribble drive. Finished off 2 feet through the contact. Beautiful.
Ospreys have doubled up Weber International early. We go to a timeout here on ESPN Plus. From UNF Arena, we'll be right back. 22-11, UNF leads it. And welcome back here to UNF Arena. Brent Mortno, Parker Smith, and the Birds of Trey up against the Weber International. Birds of Trey, this guy right next to me kind of started that way back. My goodness, how long has it been, Parker Smith?
I don't know, 2011, 2012.
That's a decade ago.
Yeah.
Well, the moniker has stuck because Matthew Driscoll's teams continue to light it up from three-point land year after year, one of the best teams in the country. They're off to a heck of a start here this afternoon at UNF Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. 6 threes so far here this afternoon, 6 of 11 from three-point land. As Jaden Parker had a chance for a three-point play the conventional way, but misses the free throw. 22-11 is our score here in the first half. Ospreys looking for win number 1 here of this 2021-22 season after a tough and, well, difficult schedule to start the year. Second hardest schedule in the country to start the season. And by the way, might get a little harder. They go to Kentucky next.
It'd be a fun trip going to Rupp.
How about Rupp and Pauley Pavilion in like a week's time? That's pretty cool.
Right.
If you're a UNF basketball player. Tough, but it's also pretty cool.
Pretty good historical little road trip that we're going to have.
Here's Adedoyan. He's been hot, and he stays hot. That's three-pointer number 4 for Emmanuel Adedoyan.
Three-pointer number 7 for the team, and we've only played 10 minutes. They can really fill it up, can't they?
Yeah, can they stay consistent there? But they are getting good looks. The extra passes have been perfect, and they've actually missed a couple of open threes.
Yep. You got to think when you got a high percentage shooting team and you're getting good looks, and everybody's shooting with confidence, you can stay hot.
3 seconds to go on the shot clock, and Martin has to launch it up, and he misses. So here come the Ospreys. Dorian James has it on the right side.
Weber showed some man-to-man. Now they're back in their 2-3. Thought the Ospreys just keep working the ball around, I can't imagine how they won't find open shots.
Here's a kick to Chaz Lanier now. The extra pass, and it worked again. Adedoyan unselfish, and Lanier knocks it down.
That's what they got to keep doing, just move the ball and be patient.
On the other side of things, the three-point basket by Gabriel Divic. Misses. Here comes Adedoyan again. Now looking for Lanier. Back to Dorian James. Adedoyan. The guy's got 4 3-pointers. He's not firing up shots either. You got to give him credit for that. Now he's got an open look. Could it be number 5? Yes, it is for Emmanuel Adedoyan.
That's just really easy. Just pitch and catch out here right now for the Ospreys.
31-11, and Emmanuel Adedoyan, I mean, he's not even smiling, and he's hit 5 3-pointers.
I mean, is that a 10-0 run out of the last time out?
Yeah, that was a quick one. Well, it was a 9-0 run, 3 threes after his 22-11. So how about this? That's fun to watch. And the Ospreys can be so much fun to watch offensively. We know that year in, year out. And we're seeing it. The offensive efficiency is something that always comes to mind when you talk about Matthew Driscoll's team. It's just so well coached, well preached, and everybody's bought into it. Why not, right? It's fun basketball.
And he loves to shoot threes, but he wants good threes. And that's all that we're seeing here so far tonight is everybody's getting good threes. They're open threes, sharing the ball. If they can just defend and get open threes, they are a high-scoring electric team to watch.
Well, what I'm impressed with is Adedoyan's not forcing the issue. I mean, he had a chance to force a couple, one of those heat check kind of moments, and he's not. He's being very patient and waiting for the extra pass, and he's making the extra pass when it's not there.
Yeah, he's definitely showing a little maturity at the top of the key, and just a couple passes down, and he knows he's going to come right back to him, and he's going to be wide open.
Meanwhile, three-point land not as friendly for Weber International right now. The Warriors miss. Plaisir back in the game. Nice touch pass over to Dorian James in front of the Weber bench, and Dorian James joins the three-point party.
The Ospreys are doing a really good job of just getting the ball into the paint. Weber's crashing in, and they just kick it right back out.
This is fun right now at UNF Arena. It's 34-11. Ospreys in the lead.
They've hit 10 threes now.
Start checking the record books. We've seen some big-time performances around here.
Got 10 threes in the first 12 minutes of the game.
Jordan Golden there from Land O'Lakes. Kind of stops the bleeding momentarily. Adedoyan's got 5 threes. The Ospreys have 10 as a team. Here's Adedoyan again for number 6. He's unconscious right now.
There's not even, never a doubt. Just steps into it. It's not even hitting the rim. And he's just wide open. Are they going to do anything defensively differently?
There's a steal by Plaisir now, 37-13. Ospreys are running the Warriors out of the gym. Adedoyan in transition. That one might have been a little forced on his part. Didn't get a good one. Misses, but the dunk instead by A-Bar. Good find by Plaisir.
That was his first rush shot, and then they got the offensive rebound anyways.
Easy under the basket for Jordan Golden, as he's got a couple of baskets since entering the basketball game. What a start here at home for the Ospreys. Adedoyan, 6 3-pointers. The Ospreys have 11.
We still got 7 minutes left.
Yeah. Again, hey, what was your career high?
11 threes and 46 points was the ASUN record right there.
I remember. Thanks for the history lesson from Parker Smith. It might be in trouble here this afternoon, though. Keep an eye on that. As Adedoyan has 6 threes, A-Bar with a dunk, and the Ospreys lead big, 39-15 on ESPN+.
At ViStar, we believe in better. That means treating people better with the kind of friendly, personal service that's kept our members happy since 1952. A smile and personal greeting for everyone who comes into the branch. An online or phone chat for those quick questions. And a call center that's open 7 days a week. If you believe that great service is better, join ViStar. We never forget that it's your money.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi. If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is an offensive clinic right now by the Ospreys as we welcome you back to UNF Arena here in Jacksonville, Florida. They are dangerous when the three-point ball starts falling. Carter Hendrickson tries to get one to go, and there's a foul against Weber International. Brett Martineau, Parker Smith, and, well, this is a guy next to me that knows all about the hot hand. Right now, Emmanuel Adedoyan has it. I bet if you're Matthew Driscoll, it's tough to even put him on the bench.
He's 6 for 8 right now. And they're running a they just did run a three-point play for Carter. You would have think they'd have ran it for Emmanuel. But maybe he needed a breather. 6 for 8. Heck of a start to the first half for him.
Overall, the Ospreys have made 11 threes. They're 11 of 17 from three-point land. Abar just dumped one home a short time ago. Might have got away with the travel there.
It's a tough shot. Good defense by
And
Weber.
Weber International knocked it out of bounds. It will stay with the Ospreys, who are on fire, shooting 67% from the floor, 65% from three-point land. 39-15 our score. Good catch by Abar. He's made a couple tough catches here. And now look at him go to work. Kicks it to Hendrickson. Plaisir, tough catch. Drives instead and floats up and in.
That's his first shot of the game, I believe, but what a finish.
And now a dunk after the steal by Abar, who's got his hands all over the place right now.
The wingspan's getting to him.
He does have a heck of a wingspan, doesn't he?
Coach Driscoll teaches if you're down there under the rim and you score, you jump the ball. Next thing you know, they gave it to him. Easy dunk.
Martin passed up an open look. And then Carter Hendrickson whistled for, I think, his second foul now for Carter.
That's one of the things that the Ospreys, the coaching staff teaches. They run at him at the three-point line, try to rather run somebody, make them put the ball on the floor and not give up open threes.
It's been a lot of fun to watch right now so far for the Ospreys. Tion Martin, coming off a 23-point effort. Quiet so far in this one. 5'9" junior guard from Pasadena. A transfer from Limestone University. Weber International 2-5 on the season. And now Hendrickson comes out of the game. Chaz Lanier enters back in the game. He's played some nice minutes. Hendrickson had the early hot hand. He's got 3 3-pointers as well, 9 points, and filling up the stat sheet in a couple of other areas as well. Martin makes the second. It's a big-time lead for the Ospreys, 43-16.
Yeah, a couple stops, a couple threes. The lead has really gotten away from Weber.
The good news for Weber is that 9 threes are now on the bench, and Plaisir just missed one.
Yeah, Weber needs a couple stops, and then you get a couple good offensive possessions, and then maybe get this thing inside 20 before halftime.
Number 10 for the Ospreys is Jarius Hicklin out of Dallas. Played at Oklahoma Baptist a couple of years there, played 48 games, so he's played a lot of basketball. It's one of those new faces you'll see on the court this year for the Ospreys. 6'3" sophomore guard out of Dallas, Jarius Hicklin. He just was called for the foul.
Seems like there's a lot of transfers these days with the new transfer portal and not always having to sit out.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Jump ball, and the possession stays with Weber International's bodies diving on the floor. Yeah, that kind of a mix. I think you'll see UNF continue to still recruit the high school kids and because they like to develop, right? So there's other schools that will really use the portal, and you can always complement what you're doing in the high school recruiting with the portal.
You still got JUCO you can recruit. You got high school you can recruit now with the transfer portal. I mean, it just opens things up for players to keep moving around to either try to find a good fit or try to find a place where they can get minutes.
And it's so new, there's really no blueprint just yet for the exact way to do it. The best way to do it is Jalen Miles scores the basket for Weber International as they find themselves down a bunch here early in the first half, early in the game. Here's Plaisir now. Finds a little opening in the lane, and he's got that shot.
It was a nice, just turned down the screen, dribbled into the lane. They're still playing a 2-3 zone, and he just had him isolated on the wing over there.
Ospreys with 45 points, 15 minutes into the game. I mean, I'm not sure you do this in practice, Parker.
Maybe 5-on-0. Working on the offensive plays.
Plaisir pushing. Adedoyan getting ready to check back in. He's got 18 points, 6 threes. And now there's a lot of contact.
Weber ball. But hey, when you're hot, you're hot. Ospreys have been hot, and they've been short of the last 2 minutes of the game. They've gotten a wide open shot just about every possession.
So Adedoyan checks back in. Plaisir goes out after a couple of baskets for him. Plaisir, redshirt sophomore guard from Orlando, again transferred from UMBC. And it's good to see him playing good basketball. He's a good facilitator, makes his engine run on offense most of the time for the Ospreys.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, gets into spaces, always leads the team in assist. He's an exciting player.
An extra step by Marcus Massey and turns the ball over. So the Ospreys get it back. Up by a bundle, like 27, 45 to 18, 4.5 minutes to go. In the opening half of basketball here at UNF Arena this season. It's the home opener, Military Appreciation Day, and what a show the Ospreys offense is putting on for the home fans. A nice crowd, too, on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of other things people could be doing. Nice crowd here. And the way that they're playing, I'm sure everybody would come back.
Adedoyan skips it over to Hicklin. He misses, but now the offensive board. Adedoyan steps into a three, and he got another one. That's number 7. Look out, Parker. He's coming for your record.
He got 7 in 16 minutes. The man's hot.
7 3-pointers for Adedoyan, and he stepped into that one big time, right? Looked in rhythm.
7 for 9, I believe. Yeah, that's when he's at his best, when he can just step left, right. Hasn't been a real contest on him yet, but he doesn't have to shoot any contested shots. They just keep being patient and work it around.
Hicklin now down there to Abar. He's played some good minutes here. Kicks it. Adedoyan now has it back, but patient. That's what I've been impressed with Adedoyan. Maybe just one rush shot. Abar says, I'm going to get it from downtown. He can do that. He misses, though. And they've got rebound foul for the Ospreys. That's Jordan Priester. We take a timeout. Catch your breath. But it's the Emmanuel Adedoyan show right now. He's got 7 threes, 21 points, and the Ospreys lead by 30 here at home on ESPN+. Matthew Driscoll coaching him up, but he might just sit back and enjoy this first half. I don't think that's Driscoll's style, but heck, we all are. Emmanuel Adedoyan, 7 threes. He's 7 from 9 from three-point land, 21 points. How about the Ospreys? 57% shooting, 12 of 21 from downtown. And they're shooting 62% on the game. UNF, no doubt with those kind of numbers, in the lead, and in the lead big. 48-18 over Weber International. Home opener here on Military Appreciation Day. Brett Martineau along with Parker Smith on the call here on ESPN+. Good to watch the Ospreys playing good basketball, coming off that tough road trip, looking for win number 1. Massey has the ball stolen away. And now Lanier, showtime!
Just transition basketball. Great defensive trap led to a steal, then to the breakaway slam.
That's half 100 now in the first 17 minutes of this one. And an easy 2 by Massey.
Yeah, I think the Ospreys can score as many as they want to tonight, or today, I should say.
Adedoyan's out of the game. Driscoll might be trying to protect your record a little bit, Parker.
No, I don't think so. Records are meant to be broken. Let's see if he can get some more shots up.
How about that? Good body control by Lanier. Lanier's a good-looking player. I think he's really taken a step, too, since last year.
Oh, yeah. Lots of unselfish basketball by UNF. They're really sharing the ball. Guys are penetrating. Good to see him playing with confidence, like we said, after that really tough road trip. You know, I don't know how much fun you can have when you're traveling, playing 6 games in 11 days and playing against the strength of schedule they did, but they're definitely having their fun today.
This is a lot of fun to watch. I can only imagine how much fun they're having down there on the bench. But, you know, I think there are 2 things that you have to keep an eye on. When you come in back on a home game like this, you're playing Weber International, obviously nowhere near the competition that you just played. And we talked about a little earlier, do you take a little bit of a breath and say, okay, maybe a lack of focus because you're not playing the Texas Techs and the UCLAs.
Yeah.
And then the other part of it is, listen, it was a 5-day, 9-game road trip. And, I mean, they just got back this week. I would think there's some tired legs. I'm not seeing it here this afternoon, though, as the ball's stolen away from Parker.
It was a nice finish. Well, some people may think that all the circumstances would lead to maybe them having a little bit of a sleepy start, but it had definitely not been the case today.
Maybe never a hotter start here in the last few years for the Ospreys. And now a couple turnovers, though. Things getting a bit sloppy for Jaden Parker there with the basketball. He's got to protect that basketball a little better.
Yeah, just rushing a little bit. I mean, when you catch it in the middle of the zone, you know everybody's going to collapse. You had 3-4 guys around you. It's best to either, if you're going to dribble, it's got to be to the rim, or just pick it up and throw the skip pass. That's why all these guys have so many threes today. It's just we've been throwing it inside, and then everybody else is wide open around the perimeter.
Here's Cruz now trying to get in the three-point party, and he misses. He's missed a couple now. He can shoot it from there. Big-time player out of Hilliard.
That was good defense. Long, contested 2-point shot. That's what the Ospreys want you to take.
A little more crispness on offense for Weber International, but they can't get the shot to go down. Got a minute left here in the first half. Ospreys trying to put an exclamation point on a brilliant 20 minutes of basketball. Here's Priester. Kicks it to Hicklin. That misses, but look at Parker right there. I think the Ospreys have played well, obviously, on the outside shooting the basketball. But Parker and Abar have been a nice compliment.
They really have. And the couple times that Weber has actually gotten a defensive stop, the Ospreys have either gotten an offensive rebound or they got a steal right after the defensive rebound. So not too many empty trips for the Ospreys today.
Yeah, bad ball handling there, and Hicklin had it stolen away for one of those live ball turnovers. Haven't seen much of that so far in this one, but a little sloppy in the final couple minutes of the first half. Now one more shot. I mean, just for good measure, why not a three-pointer that goes in just to finish this thing off in style, right?
I think they're going to end it with a flat ball screen. He's going to attack the basket here.
You got 4 seconds to go now. Got to do something with it. Hicklin bumped, and that will be a foul. But it's only the 16th foul on Weber Internationals. We have not had a lot of whistles And so you got 1.2.
You got 1 second.
I'd bring Adedoyan in just for this.
You practice situational spots.
I don't need to tell that guy what to do.
They practice situational spots. I'm sure Driscoll's got to play for them to get 1 second. Throw it to the rim for a quick tap in.
And the lob goes up. Parker catches. Tough catch, and he got it to go. What a nice play by Jaden Parker. Just shrugs his shoulder. And, hey, 56-24. What a finish to this first half. A terrific half of basketball for the UNF Ospreys. And they lead it by 32, looking for win number 1. And we hope to be joined by Matthew Driscoll here in just a couple moments before he heads to the locker room. But the Ospreys feeling really good about the way they played in that opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, they've been fantastic on the defensive end. Everything's been contested, been getting out into transitions, and everybody's really shooting the ball well. They're playing unselfish basketball. It's been fun to watch. Good show in front of the home crowd for the first start of the season.
And the story, if you're just jumping in late, 3-point baskets, the Ospreys have made 12 of them, 7 by Emmanuel Adedoyan, 3 others by Carter Hendrickson. Also in the column, Dorian James and Chaz Lanier. So 12 3-point baskets, shooting at a big-time clip from the field in general, but also from three-point land. As you get a look at Matthew Driscoll, he always takes a little time before going into the locker room, and he's talking to Jaden Parker a little bit, who finished off the half with a bucket on the out-of-bounds play. 1.2 seconds left. You know what was nice about Parker there is he didn't really rush the shot. He caught it, gathered, and then was able to get a good look at the basket to finish it off.
Looked like a practice shot.
Yeah, it did. They've had a lot of those so far here this afternoon at UNF Arena. Military Appreciation Day for the UNF Ospreys. Home opener for the Ospreys, and what a performance. This has just been fun to watch. 56-24 is the score here at halftime as the Ospreys, birds of Trey for a reason, been knocking it down from all over the place from three-point land in the opening 20 minutes. Adedoyan again the story, 21 points to lead the way. Nobody else in double figures for the Ospreys so far. Carter Hendrickson, his three-pointers, good for 9 points. Meanwhile, on the other side, balanced scoring, but not enough of it for Weber International with just 24 points in the first half. And the Ospreys, I guess you got to give them some credit on the defensive side, too, and that's what Coach would like.
Yeah, they've been playing very scrappy. Not many offensive rebounds going towards Weber. They've been boxing out well. And they've done a good job of switching things up on defense, a little 2-3, a little man-to-man, but they're playing long, getting their hands in passing lanes, and making everything really difficult for Weber to even get a clean shot off.
Well, Matthew Driscoll has to be pretty pleased after this first half of action, and the Ospreys really did a great job creating offensive looks and good looks and shot the heck out of the basketball. Coach Matthew Driscoll joins us right now. I mean, what a performance, Coach, in the home opener in the first half.
Thank you very kindly. I appreciate it. I think the one thing that stands out, that sticks out the most, is 17 assists on 23 made baskets. And, that's the one thing we've actually talked about during that whole trip when we went out on the West Coast, and sharing the sugar and being a good teammate and understanding who's who and what's what and who's hot, all right, and who's not. And then the other thing is, I really like how we've eliminated. They had a couple guys that were getting 6, 7, 8 offensive rebounds, which is crazy. But I like how we've eliminated that as well too. And multiple guys have come in and done multiple things well. And to me, that's another thing. We talked about that. But what happens when the starters come out? You got the lead against Grand Canyon. You got the lead against Arizona State. You got the lead. You're in the game against UCLA. What happens when you have to sub and put different guys in like that? And to our credit, those guys did a good job. The first rotation was bad, 5-5. But then after that, we did a really good job. So those are things we have to do. And like I told Emmanuel Adedoyan, I said, that's great that you made all those threes, and Parker Smith knows he made 11. But that dude got a wide open 3, and that's not the way we play. So if you have that kind of mentality, we're going to get beat. And you've got to stay locked into what we're trying to do.
Well, Parker Smith thinks you should bench Adedoyan for the rest of the game because of that one defensive play. Go to halftime, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Parker Smith holds the record here at UNF with 11 threes on a 46-point night. Adedoyan couldn't threaten that here today. He's got 7 threes, 21 points to lead the way for the Ospreys. It's halftime at UNF Arena. 56-24 is the score on ESPN+. Hey, welcome back to UNF Arena. Look at that score, 56-24. No typo there. The Ospreys on fire in the first half. Let's take a look at the stats. Brett Martineau, Parker Smith here on the home opening day for the UNF Ospreys of 2021-22 after a 5-game road trip. And the stats tell the story in a big-time way. And what you have to look at is 3-pointers, because that's where the story lies for the Ospreys. 62.9% field goal percentage. Look at it from three-point land. 52%. They have 12 of them. Emmanuel Adedoyan leads the way, and not one three-pointer at all for Weber International. Meanwhile, Parker Smith, coach just said it, 17 assists on 22 made baskets. I mean, that is perfect Osprey kind of basketball.
That's what we were talking about, just playing unselfish, sharing the ball, moving the ball. It's been very easy for them. Weber's playing the 2-3 zone, and the Ospreys are being very patient, and it's showing.
And they're doing a good job on the interior as well, out-rebounding Weber International. Look at the points in the paint. I think Abar's been very good in this basketball game, even though the story has been from downtown. Emmanuel Adedoyan, 7 of 9 from three-point land. He's got 21 to lead the way. Carter Hendrickson with 3 three-pointers as well. Dorian James, Chaz Lanier also have one. Second half action on the way, and some highlights coming up on ESPN Plus from Jacksonville, Florida, here at UNF Arena. Hey, welcome back to UNF Arena, home opener for the Ospreys, and what a show they put on in the first half, 56-24. Brett Martineau along with Parker Smith here in Jacksonville on the campus of the University of North Florida on ESPN Plus, and terrific first half, and the three-pointers, you love it. You're the guy from around here, Birds of Trey, really showing off today.
It's been a beautiful performance, sharing the ball, like we said, 17 assists, 22 baskets, shooting over 50% from three, and everybody just playing with confidence and having fun.
I'll show you how it all went down in the first half, and it was really a three-point barrage. 12 of them for the Ospreys. Carter Hendrickson got it going.
Yeah, Carter got it going early, then Emmanuel stepped up and got a bunch of shots late. You know, they were just very unselfish and just kept passing the ball around, and everybody was on time, on balance, and knocking down shots.
There is that Adoya and a couple from the right side that he was able to knock down. And Weber International trying to hang around, but they really went from an 8-4 game to a 17-6 game. And then at 22-11, it took off with a big-time run for the Ospreys. They got it done on offense, defense, and there's Jonathan Abar getting it done underneath the basket as well. Adedoyan punctuates a heck of a first half with 7 3-pointers, and the Ospreys lead it 56-24 here at halftime. Second half action and a record watch on display perhaps this afternoon. We're watching it. We're keeping an eye on it. The Birds of Trey lead by 32 here at halftime on ESPN+. Well, that's an appropriate picture right there to show you as we welcome you back to second half action here at UNF Arena. Count them up. Well, there's just 8 there. They might have run out of cards. Oh, no, add another one. Add another one.
I think some
add
fell
another
down.
one. Very good. Here's the deal. We had to look up the record at halftime. 21 for the team is the record. The Ospreys have 12 of them here in the first half, and they lead big, 56-24. Over Weber International. Brent Martineau, Parker Smith, and we've got our eye at another record. I'm having fun with Parker a little bit about this, but he doesn't mind. He knocked down 11 threes in a game, scored 46 points. That's the school record, and we're watching Emmanuel Adedoyan threaten that here in the first half because he's got 7 of 9, 21 points, and so he would need 4 in the second half to tie Parker Smith's school record of 11 threes. We'll see what happens. See if the Ospreys can stay hot, right? I mean, can you stay that hot for an entire game?
I don't see why not. Making 4 threes after what we saw in the first half seems very easy, but we'll see if Weber's done anything different defensively to start the second half.
Oh, here come the Ospreys now. Hendrickson thought about it.
Well, we're seeing man-to-man early from Weber. That's a change from the first half. They played mostly zone.
Entry pass into Hendrickson, a little give and go to Abar, and now an offensive foul. So good job defensively. They do mix it up. They go to the inside, and the Warriors come away with a good defensive possession. $56-24 our score. Home opener for the Ospreys after 5 straight road games, and the road games were Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Grand Canyon, Arizona State, UCLA. 5 games, 9 days, second toughest schedule to start the year in all of college basketball. Next week they'll play Kentucky. Then after that at FIU down in Miami on Sunday, November 28th. Then they're home against Edward Waters. They have some other tough games still in the schedule, including the Florida Gators in December.
I think we can all agree that UNF has been tested early this season.
Yeah, I think so. Abar with a big block, and now a shot clock violation. And we didn't talk about this with Matthew Driscoll. I brought it up with you in the first half. I think 24 points, some of these late shot clocks, some of that interior defense has to be just as satisfying and gratifying for the coaching staff as the big shooting effort in the first half.
I don't know anybody out there that doesn't like good defense and big stops. You know, that's one of the things that we push for in practice.
Nice position by Abar, and he throws it down. Another dunk for Jonathan.
That was a great roll and replace and post feed by Carter Henderson there.
And another assist, by the way, on a basket. 18 assists and 23 baskets for the Ospreys.
A lot of unselfish team basketball.
That was Benjamin Ross. First time we've seen him this active. And draws the foul. 58-24 our score early in the second half. Military Appreciation Day here for the Ospreys. Thanksgiving holiday coming up. No break, though, for the Ospreys, of course, in the basketball season. They'd love to eat a little turkey with a W under their belt.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Like they're on their way to doing it. There's some more defense. That's good. And Dorian James knew that he couldn't touch the basketball, but he couldn't get Jonathan Abar's attention to go get it.
A little sloppy start to the first half for both teams, really. I know that Coach Driscoll isn't the most thrilled about that.
(58-24) the score.
Seeing a motion offense from Weber. UNF switches the ball screens.
A good pass, found the pass, but couldn't get the bucket to go down. Now Adedoyan couldn't grab the rebound. Massey from the corner, no good. Abar able to pull it down.
Extra possession there by Weber. I don't think they had too many offensive rebounds in the first half.
Dorian James got himself up in the air, and that's back-to-back turnovers for him. But now a turnover for Weber. And you talked about sloppy play. We got it going on right here.
Yeah, the game just got to slow down and get a set going so that everybody can calm down.
And Adedoyan does it. He just actually put his hand down. All right, let's settle this thing down. Eight to go on the shot clock. Plaisir breaks free, throws up a three, no good.
Weber's played much better defense in the second half, going to a little bit of a man-to-man.
You're a little surprised he didn't go to man and mix it up in the first half at some point?
I am. I think maybe they felt like they couldn't match up well, so they're going to stay zone, but you can't play zone when the team's going to shoot it like that.
That's a foul on Plaisir.
Coach Driscoll's
and
not
Driscoll
happy.
wants the timeout. This isn't an immediate timeout, but he wants to take one and wants to talk it over. Does not like the way they started this first half. We'll take a timeout as well. It's a 58-24 lead, but not so happy Matthew Driscoll when we come back on ESPN Plus. Second half continues.
At ViStar, we believe in better. And that's just what we give our members. Better convenience so they can bank any way they want. Whether it's walking into a branch, managing accounts on a mobile device, or using one of the 20,000 free ATMs across North America. It all comes down to the belief that people have better things to do with their time. If you believe that convenience is better, join ViStar. We never forget that it's your money.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to UNF Arena in Jacksonville, Florida on ESPN Plus. Brent Morton, Parker Smith. Ospreys lead it big, 58-24. But a sloppy start to the second half, and Matthew Driscoll called the timeout to talk about it. Let's see how they come out of the timeout now. They do so with a steal. Here's Adedoyan, who's already had a big night. Plaisir with a little give and go to Hendrickson. Sets up the three, nails the three in the corner.
I think they just need a little reminder. The sloppy play was getting to both teams early. It was a poor possession by Weber. Now another turnover by Weber.
That one will go out of bounds, but the Ospreys will get the basketball.
Yeah, the Ospreys are a very dangerous team when they get stops and run in transition. When you got 5 shooters on the floor and a couple big guys who can really finish at the rim. That's what they want to do.
Ospreys had only 4 turnovers in the first half. In the first 3 minutes of the second half, they had 3 turnovers. So that was a little bit of the motivation behind the timeout by Matthew Driscoll, trying to get this team focused.
Yeah, he was tired of watching the sloppy play, I think the same as we were.
Here's Hendrickson with the basketball. He actually got the Ospreys going early in the game with a couple of threes, and then Adedoyan took over the three-point barrage.
Yeah, and other than the Plaisir transition basket, the Ospreys really haven't had any looks on the perimeter this half, just due to Weber playing man-to-man and actually staying in front of their man and being solid.
Well, and a couple of those turnovers, right? Hendrickson peels off, fires the three, but comes up short. Now another turnover by Weber International. Here comes Dorian James. He looks to run. Plaisir, same spot as he just hit one. That one doesn't go, but nice job by Abar tapping out the rebound and then stolen away by Buchanan.
Let's see if Weber can get a shot here. They've had 3 turnovers in a row to start the half, and one of them was coming out of a timeout.
61-24, and Weber might have just thrown it away again.
Make it 4 in a row.
Dorian James gets it, hands it to Adedoyan in rhythm for number 8, and Adedoyan got it. What a performance by Emmanuel Adedoyan. Weber calls a timeout. The Warriors haven't even had a look at the basket in the last 4 possessions. 4 straight turnovers, and Adedoyan 3. It's a 40-point lead on ESPN+. Welcome back, UNF Arena, ESPN Plus. Brent Martineau, Parker Smith, and the Ospreys continue to shoot it well from downtown. They have now made 14 three-pointers in this game. The school record is 21, by the way, done against Trinity Baptist back in 2019. So another turnover. How about that? 5 in a row now for Weber International. They can't get a shot at the basket. Carter Hendrickson for 3. He got it! Number 15 of the afternoon for the Ospreys.
This is exciting, huh? You got one team, got 15 threes, and I think Weber has 0 threes.
They have 0, and they have 0 looks at the basket in the last 5 possessions. Finally get one, and they got a bounce. Very frustrating.
It's hard to score when you don't
for
shoot
Gabriel
it.
Rutledge, yeah, and Weber International. Now Adedoyan, number 0 for the Ospreys. Keep an eye on him. He's got 8 3-pointers. He's 8 of 10. What were you when you went at 11?
He is what we call on fire. I was 11 for 17.
11 of 17. So
7 of them were in the second half, though. He hit 7 in the first half.
Well, I was going to have to force one up, and if that one went, you were nervous. That's not an in-rhythm shot for Adedoyan there. That was a shot clock violation kind of heave. And now a couple of points for Natana.
Back-to-back buckets for Weber there. But it's still been a pretty sloppy start to the half for Weber. Credit UNF's defense.
Parker just got hit in the face, and Buchanan says sorry about that. A couple of Jacksonville guys for Weber International, and Gavin Buchanan, one of them, 22, just picked up the foul, played at FSCJ. Eddie Davis also went to FSCJ, and Natana, who you've seen his name called a couple times, including a recent basket, also FSCJ, and transferred over to Weber International.
Seems like a little bit of a pipeline, huh?
Adedoyan checks out of the game. Barenbaum in there now. Hicklin as well. Cruz. And Cruz just had it stolen away. And how about Parker? Never gave up on the play.
Yeah, he made it real easy for Parker to go up and block that one.
Yeah, he did. I might have given Parker a little too much credit, but at least he didn't give up on it. Looked at first when the steal happened, when Cruz lost control of the ball, that it was going to be an easy 2, just on a breakaway.
Yep. Parker loved it. The crowd loved it. Now we have some energy back into the arena.
That 3 misses, so still no 3-point baskets. 5 blocks now for UNF. I really think Abar and Parker have played a nice game. And now another 3. That's number 16 for the Ospreys. So a different kind of record watch. They made 21 against Trinity Baptist, 16 so far here this afternoon against Weber International. And we still have 13 minutes to play.
I think that record's going to be broken before we get to the last meaty of the game.
As a kick for Barenbaum, and that will stay with the Warriors. I will say, outside of the late shot clock one, and maybe Adedoyan rushed another one here in the first half, these are good looks. Like, these are not rushed threes. It's not like they're forcing them up. That's why the percentage is so good, first of all, and that's why they've knocked down 16 this afternoon.
And another turnover, 5-second violation there for Weber.
Just out of sync right now is Weber International. They really have had a hard time getting looks in the second half.
How many points did they have at halftime?
They had 24, so only 4 points in the first 7 minutes. And again, I'm not sure they've had a handful of shots in the second half because of all the turnovers.
Just lots of sloppy, careless play. Meanwhile, the Ospreys are the ones moving the ball around, still getting all those assists on the baskets.
Barenbaum has it. Going to go to work down on the post now, and easy lane to the basket for 2.
There was no resistance on that layup.
Nothing's ever easy, but the Ospreys are making everything look easy this afternoon, up by a bundle. And there's another block, bodies crashing to the floor. And you got to like the activity on defense.
I think you got to give them a lot of credit on defense. They're the ones creating the turnovers. Weber's only had a couple offensive rebounds, and the Ospreys are long and have that wingspan we talked about, making it very difficult for Weber to get anything clear off. Where on the opposite end, the Ospreys are getting a lot of wide open looks.
That was Chaz Lanier with the block, and if he didn't get it, Parker would have. Now Martin launches a three. Still goose egg on the board from downtown for Weber International.
Could we get to the end of this game where the Ospreys break the record and Weber has 0 threes?
Maybe, and we might be closer to the record because Cruz from Hilliard knocks down a three-pointer from the top of the key. Ospreys now at 17. The record's 21, set back in 2019. And now Parker with some defense. In transition, Berenbaum dunks it home. Cruz fired up at half court, and everything's working for the Ospreys.
Defensive stops leads to easy buckets on the other end.
Tough shot, contested shot. Rebound comes away to the Ospreys as they look for more. Cruz drives. And we got a foul quickly. And we're going to take a timeout. 77-28. The Ospreys almost lead it by 50 now. Everything working, both ends of the floor. But the three-pointers are the story. How about a dunk by Berenbaum? High percentage from downtown and from right there. Ospreys lead it by 49 on ESPN+.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Go.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
At ViStar, we believe in better, especially in helping build a better financial future for our members. So we've reviewed our offerings from the ground up to let our members keep more of their money. We've lowered or eliminated over half of our fees and enhanced our already competitive rates, saving members more than $1 million this year, in addition to the millions we save them every year. If you believe that saving money is better, join ViStar. We never forget that it's your money.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
That's a record watch for the Ospreys here this afternoon in the home opener on Military Appreciation Day at UNF Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. Brett Martineau, Parker Smith, who knows all about three-point records. He holds the individual record here at the University of North Florida with 11. Well, Emmanuel Adedoyan's trying to challenge that today. 8 of 11 from three-point land. We still have 11 minutes to go. He's got 24 points to lead everybody. And maybe the record to really watch could be the Ospreys from downtown. They set a record of 21 against Trinity Baptist a couple years back, 2019. Well, this afternoon they have 17 now, 17 of 32. So just 4 away from tying that mark. They have been on fire, and they've been good looks. They're getting it done on the interior as well, shooting 64% for the game.
Yeah. Not many teams shoot 64%, much less 54% from three, and not giving up any threes.
Turnover there as they've started to add up a little bit. 10 now for the game. 6 of them here in the second half. And there will be a foul underneath. Jordan Golden will go to the free throw line. And Driscoll not happy about the way they played the interior defense there. Still coaching hard, 77-28, no surprise. Most a 50-point lead.
It's great to see by the Ospreys because they've just played some tough road competition where they gave up almost 90, 100 points to UCLA, gave up a lot of points on the road, and then to come home after a long trip and have only held Weber to 28 points, shooting 32%. They've played fantastic defense. I don't care who you play against. That's great defense.
By the way, that was just the 7th free throw of the game. The Ospreys have only gone to the free throw line one time.
Well,
Hicklin misses. Parker doesn't.
When you shoot 64% and you shoot 30-something threes, you're not really attacking the basket in the paint like that.
That's true. There's been a lot of whistles in this one.
And
now
another turnover.
And somehow Weber is able to get it. And now a foul against Hicklin. That'll be team foul number 5 on the Ospreys.
I don't think either team got in the bonus in the first half.
They did.
We got 5 fouls on the Ospreys now. Neither really team is attacking the basket like that to really put pressure to call fouls.
Javon Rouse checks in. Rouse right in front of his own bench. Still no threes for Weber International.
It's great.
Trying to get to 30 points. Inside 10 minutes to go now in the game. Barenbaum almost has it stolen away. Now kicks it. Priester for 3. No good. Parker comes away, though.
Weber's half-court defense has been pretty good in the second half. The Ospreys have gotten transition looks, transition threes and dunks, and then second chance points off offensive rebounds.
Well, that was a good look by Priester again, but he missed 2 in a row. Now right in front of us, there's the first three-point basket of the afternoon for Weber International. Jalen Miles set himself a nice little game. Connects. Took 30 minutes to get that first three-point basket. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, no problem for the Ospreys. They just rattled home number 18 of the afternoon. And we've got ourselves a 20-second timeout here on the floor. 82-32, biggest lead of the game. It's 50 now for the Ospreys. And that's Hicklin in the three-point category.
We have 18 threes with still about a little under 9 to play.
Yeah, I guess you start looking now. I mean, obviously the game's no longer in doubt. It hasn't been for quite a while, but 18 threes, we're watching that. We wonder if even Emmanuel Adedoyin will come back in the game and play in this one with 9 minutes to go. But now you're looking at trying to get to 100 points. That century mark is always a nice mark to hit, and a milestone if the Ospreys can get it.
I don't see how they don't, or they might hit 24 or 25 threes. We've got a lot of time left, and they're still playing unselfish basketball and getting wide open looks. And this is what this team is built to do. They're built to run, built to play their long defense with the wingspan that they have, and then open threes. That's what Driscoll wants. Lots of threes. I think I changed a lot of the way that Coach Driscoll recruits now. I think he wants to recruit guys that can shoot threes and have 5 of them on the court at all times.
He usually does. 5 Parker Smith sounds like a good idea.
It'd be hard to stop, which was proven hard to stop tonight.
.21 on the shot clock for Weber International. Just trying to get a little something going, maybe some momentum into their next game. Ospreys trying to keep feeling good going into the Thanksgiving holiday. Then they'll go to Kentucky next. John Calipari will turn on this tape and be like, well, they can shoot it.
Yeah, when they shoot the ball well and they share the ball, they're pretty tough to defend. But as any team knows, a team that lives by the 3 dies by the 3. So as long as they can shoot the ball well.
Here's Cruz, wanted the ball, got the ball, nailed the three. That's number 19.
Just great ball movement again. He's wide open. 19. 2 more to go to tie the record.
Again, extra pass, though, as well, right? And they obviously love that. 24 assists on 31 made baskets. What a great stat.
That's just unselfish teamwork. Good basketball. It's fun to watch, too. Looks like everybody's having fun. Everybody's happy for each other.
This is the time of the game where things get a little out of sync as everybody's just in desperation mode for the Weber International team. Well, they're probably just better off running everything. And like I said, get a little momentum going into the next contest. We're going to take a timeout here on ESPN Plus 85-32. Ospreys on fire, and we're watching the three-point record possibly go down this afternoon. Ospreys 2 away from tying the school mark. We'll be right back. Welcome back to UNF Arena, ESPN Plus. Brett Mortno along with Parker Smith. UNF Ospreys looking good in the home opener Military Appreciation Day after that long 5-game road trip against some of the best competition in the country. They are putting on a show, and now they steal it and throw it up to Jacob Cruz, and the young man from Hilliard finishes it off.
Another live ball turnover for Weber. We talked about the keys to the game as live ball turnovers for UNF, but Weber has had a lot of them here in the second half.
Ospreys playing hard still getting back, getting after it on the defensive end. Up by 55. Jalen Miles had himself a nice game, the only player in double digits, and the only three-pointer made by Weber. And now another lob. Cruz, that one was a little too high. And the loose ball comes away to Berenbaum, and everybody at UNF Arena is like, what are these two-point baskets?
Not used to seeing those tonight.
Nope. Still 7 minutes to go here now, 89-32. There's a three launched and no good. Berenbaum tries to pull down the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds by Weber International.
I think Weber should take this time to run some sets, work on their offense, try to get a couple good looks going. They really haven't had any good shots in the second half, had lots of turnovers. If we talk about getting momentum going to their next couple games as they head through Thanksgiving break, they should really, work on a couple things to try to get good quality shots.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I was a little surprised they're not running a little bit more of the clock in the offense and trying to just work on some things here in a live game mode. Obviously, the game's so far out of reach. How about Chaz Lanier finishing it off as well. And he'll have a chance to make the conventional three-point play. This will just be the second free throw of the game for the Ospreys. A big smile from Emmanuel Adedoyan. I think you should be smiling more. I'm not sure Adedoyan's getting back in the game, Parker Smith. Your record looks to be intact.
I think the first free throw we had, the first free throw was on an and one basket early in the first half.
And this time Lanier knocks it down, so the Ospreys 1 of 2 from three-point land. I really like Chaz Lanier is going to help this team out. I think he's really taken a step since last year, as you see him talking to Matthew Driscoll.
He's really athletic.
Driscoll was talking about that at halftime, said, hey, when we had our starters go out of the game, things changed on the road trip. We need to get a rotation going, right? We need good complementary play from 7, 8, 10 guys, and I think Lanier certainly helps that case. Seeing some good effort by Cruz tonight, and Berenbaum as well.
A lot of the stuff in this kind of garbage time of the game, so to speak, you can find a lot of guys that are going to be that 7th and 8th man that understand what to do, that can spell some guy minutes. You never know who could go down or who's going to have foul trouble.
That's a three-point basket. Deontay Green. Here's Hicklin now, trying to knock down another, and he does. That's number 20 of the game. 60 points off the three-point ball in this basketball game for the Ospreys, and now 1 away from tying the record with still 6 minutes to go in the contest.
It's incredible.
Hicklin's got a couple now.
It's been a great team shooting performance here today. Team can really stroke it.
Yeah, Carter Hendrickson with 4. He won't come back in the game most likely. Dorian James has 1. Emmanuel Adedoyan has 8. He's had the huge game, and now Parker trying to clean up on the offensive glass, and we've got a jump ball. Plaisir has 1. Cruz has 1. Lanier has a couple. And Hicklin has 1. Hicklin has 2, excuse me. Cruz has 2 as well. So there's the rundown. The only players that have played without a three-point basket for the Ospreys, as Berenbaum has it stolen away. He's one of them. As a foul at what looked like it was going to be a thunderous block. The only players that haven't hit a 3, Abar, he tried one. Jaden Parker probably won't try one, and he doesn't have one. And Berenbaum hasn't tried one from downtown either. Priester's 0 for 2, actually had a couple good looks and missed them. That's it. Ospreys with 20 of them.
Everybody can shoot it. That's what the things that makes them so dangerous. It'll really help them in ace-on play. It's definitely down the stretch to have multiple guys who can get hot and make threes.
95-36 our score, approaching the 5-minute mark of this game. Can't go fast enough for Weber International. Hicklin launches and hits, and they've tied the record with 5 minutes to go. 21st three-point basket, and now Hicklin's starting to heat up. He's got 3. Oh, watch out now. Jaden Parker thought he was going to land.
Yep. Body's on the floor. Thought he was going to land on it, but man, what a show by Ospreys, huh? 21 threes. One more to break the record. Everybody, and they've all been great shots.
Well, here's the record breaker. No doubt. Cruz is not going to get it. And look at Parker really working on the glass. He'll be followed.
Can Jacob hear us talking? I think he can hear us talking. He wanted to break the record.
Yeah, he did. A local guy trying to go after the record. Back the other end, Rosse with a heck of a shot. I thought Parker was going to land on it. That's a little nervous underneath the basket.
It was a heck of a move to even get the shot off. He's a little guy, went up there in the land of the Giants, and made the bucket.
Oh, Parker misses. If he could have made both, they would have hit 100. Lanier back in the game, and Berenbaum goes out of the game. And the story here is the Ospreys offense. Although the defense has played well too now, but the offense and all the 3 balls. They've tied a school record, 21 three-point baskets, and we still have 4.5 minutes to go. 99-38. What a performance in the home opener for the Ospreys.
What's the record for points scored in a game? There's lots of time left.
We'll get on that one. Usually these things get sloppy enough where you don't see it. Here's a chance for Lanier, and Lanier gets him over the century mark, and that gets a nice ovation from the home crowd. They wanted to hit 100.
And Weber's just going to keep running, so the Ospreys.
The Ospreys will get the basketball back. They've hit 100 points. They've tied a school record for three-point baskets. Manuel Adedoyan has had a big game and hasn't even played in the last 10 minutes. A lot going good for the Ospreys here at home on ESPN+. Hey, welcome back to UNF Arena. Brett Martineau, Parker Smith watching a heck of a performance by the offense of the Ospreys, and nobody likes that better than Parker Smith. Well, maybe Matthew Driscoll does. But the threes are falling here this afternoon in Jacksonville, Florida. What a performance by the Ospreys. 21 made three-pointers. That ties a school record set in 2019 against Trinity Baptist, and we still have 4 minutes to break that mark if the Ospreys can get another one. 21-39. 54% from three-point land. They're 62% on the game. I mean, the shooting performance has been incredible all the way around. 24 points for Emmanuel Adedoyan to lead the way. He has been really on the bench for the last 10 minutes. So Parker Smith's record is safe. 15 points for Chaz Lanier. Nice game for him. Here's Hicklin to break the mark. Oh, that looked good, and Hicklin's made a few three-pointers, trying to get the double digits as well. Jaden Parker has 9 points, 9 rebounds. 12 points for Carter Hendrickson, and he hasn't played much in the second half. Here comes Hicklin, who's showing us some stuff today. Could be a nice addition. And now from downtown.
It's his first shot. You know, if this game was closer, those guys would be in the game, and this record would have been long over. I think that's the game that I had. The game was close. So that's why I was able to continue to play all the way to the very end of the game. I think we only won by 7 or 8 points.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's part of it. They shot so well that they put themselves on the bench late in the game. Adedoyan should have saved a couple of those threes for later to pull away. Tell you what, you know, we're talking about the offense, and we should. I mean, it's been a heck of a show. What a performance in the home opener. Nice crowd here. Students have come on throughout the game, and they're pretty fired up in one of the end zones. So it's a great performance to showcase this team in the home opener of 2021-2022 on Military Appreciation Day. But I think the defense has really looked good. And there it is again. I mean, another turnover, and sloppy by Weber International. But they're filling up passing lanes, getting their hands on the basketball as well.
Yeah, they seem to just be playing with an extra step today, and there's the record. Nope. They seem to be playing with a little bit of extra step. I mean, it's good to just see them after we talked about that hard trip that they just have come home from, to play this well on offense and defense and not to be not to be lazy or slow in any aspect of the game has been very impressive.
Yeah, nothing easy right now for Weber International. Now here's a look for Rasmussen. He's missed 2 now. Ospreys trying to get that record. I don't know. I doubt they're aware of it.
This is the wrong time to get cold.
There's a 3-pointer by Rosse again. He's been really good.
He's done everything for Weber the last 10 minutes.
There's a push underneath. But it'll only be team foul number 6. 101-41. It's a 60-point advantage. The Ospreys have been in control of this one all the way. Berenbaum coming into the game. Jaden Parker goes out. Parker had himself a nice afternoon.
Yeah, he played well. Long, lanky, got a couple steals, a couple of dunks, and he was one of the guys that didn't hit a 3. Am I right?
He did not. Didn't take one. There's Rasmussen now.
Can't make him if you don't take him, right?
That is true. Parker and I have taken the equal amount of 3s. And I don't mean you. I mean Jaden. Now Jacob Cruz. He's had a couple of opportunities to break the record.
3 or 4 shots here in the last 2 minutes to knock one down. But I think Weber's going to keep playing fast, so they're going to get a couple more chances. But
it's the only drama left here with under 2 minutes to play at UNF Arena.
Everything else in this game is decided.
Rosse misses. That one does not for Mendez. And we got an injury and a whistle. I think he's okay. It's Rosse. (101-43). What a performance by the Ospreys. They go to Kentucky on Friday after the Thanksgiving holiday. Then they go down to FIU. Then they'll be back against Edward Waters University. Here's a 3 for Hicklin. No good. Well, the percentage is going down, and there's been about 4 or 5 opportunities to break the mark here in the last couple of minutes, and now start to wonder if we'll just have to settle for a tie on a Saturday afternoon in November.
It's been the same quality looks. They're not taking bad shots. I wonder if they know.
Yeah, I wonder too.
I don't think they know. I
doubt
think they're just playing ball. Coach Driscoll. I don't think Coach Driscoll cares.
I don't think so either.
Whatever happens, happens.
Rasmussen had a chance, had a look. Cruz underneath. He gets 2 to go. It's 103-43. They might get one more chance, but I doubt it because I don't think they'll take a shot if they get the ball back. So
I don't think so either.
That's going to be the story of this game. The 3-point shots and the offensive shooting. It all goes back to Emmanuel Adedoyan. He got so hot, 7 threes in the first half. Ends up with 8 on the day and 24 points. And he had a seat on the bench for the last 12, 13 minutes of the contest. What a performance, though, Parker. I mean, hey, this is what you want in your home opener, right?
This is what you want. Give the fans a little show, raise some confidence, play well after that long road trip. And I think the team had a lot of fun today in the win.
Cruz wanted that record. He tried to get it. Thought the shot clock violation was going to happen too. And they didn't think they needed to take a shot. Matthew Driscoll shakes hands with Gabriel Rutledge. And what a performance by the coaching staff and the players here this afternoon. 103-43. Ospreys get it done. Next stop, the Kentucky Wildcats in Rupp Arena.
That'll be a fun trip for them. It's going to be rowdy in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But they go with a little confidence too, right? I mean, you come off that road trip, you're like, all right, we obviously play tough competition, but do we know who exactly we are? Well, this is kind of what the Ospreys are. They're not going to win by 60 every home game, and when they play light competition or lower competition, this was a heck of a performance. But this is who they kind of want to be, a team that can get open looks and knock down the open looks and still play on the other end of the floor.
Right. Defense was great today, transition basketball, then all the assists to the made buckets, and everybody shot the ball well. That's one of the things that's going to push this team through the season is when you pass the ball, knock down open shots, and then play defense.
That's going to do it from UNF Arena here on a Saturday afternoon. Heck of a performance. That was a lot of fun, especially that first half. The Ospreys get it done inside. They get it done really from the outside. They tie a school record with 21 3-point baskets. Leading the way, Emmanuel Adedoyan with 8 of them. He had 24 points. Everybody chips in. And the Ospreys put on quite a show in front of the home fans for the first time in 2021-2022. They'll be back to face Edward Waters on December 2nd. We'll have that one for you. Meanwhile, it's at Kentucky on Friday, then at FIU next Sunday. The Ospreys win it 103-43 for Parker Smith and everybody on the ESPN Plus crew here at UNF Arena. I'm Brett Martineau. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody. Ospreys win by 60.